Well, as you can tell by what's behind me, I've just about finished decorating for Christmas. Now, I realize it's mid-November, but I always like to get these things out early because I like to have them up as long as possible. I love Christmas trees. Looking at them, they're always so pretty. I got that 8-footer out a couple days ago. Got all the lights and everything put on it, the ornaments and whatnot. But I saved this one right here for last. This little jewel right here is my first Christmas tree. I got it when I was about 7 years old, and it's a little worse for wear. You know, it's been around for a while. I got the same multi-colored light line on it that I've had on it for so many years, but the story of how I got this thing here is it's a little strange. I remember very clearly it was about Christmas Eve, a couple days before that, and I was playing in the living room. It was pretty late in the night, about 10 o'clock, and I heard a knock at the door. I went running, looked out the window, and it was Santa Claus standing on the doorstep. I said, "What in the world is he doing at the door?" So I opened the door and I said, "Santa Claus, what?" Well, I said, "Man, it's an honor to meet you in person. Golly, I didn't expect you to show up at my door. Not this early, not before Christmas." And he said, "Hey, Sonny, I'm just going to offer you a Christmas tree. I see you don't have one of your own. I see your parents have one in the living room, and you don't have a Christmas tree, Chris. And well, you're coming of age where you should have your own tree to be able to decorate. And I have this wonderful model here. It's a CT 500, and it has all these thousands and thousands of needles, and it'll last a very long time. It's already pre-lit too. It's got little colored Christmas bulbs in it, and well, I can give it. It can be yours for only $30. You got $30 on you, kid? I'll give it to you for $30." And I said, "Well, sir, I'm 7, and I don't have a job, and well, my parents give me a 50-cent allowance every week, and well, I don't think I have $30 to be able to get the tree from you. I appreciate the offer, but that's just a little out of my price range." And so I said, "Well, Sonny, I can give it to you for less than 30. I can make you an offer. Well, how much do you have on you?" And I said, "Well, I have to check my piggy bank. I think the last time I counted, I had $3.60 cents." He said, "$3.60. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear." And he wrung his mitten-clad hands and said, "Oh, well, I don't know if I can, well, anything will do at this point. I'm a little too far gone to be saying no. I'll sell it to you for $3.60. Just give me your piggy bank and I'll give you the tree and we'll call it at that." And I said, "Well, Santa, why are you so desperate to sell me this tree for any price?" And he said, "Well, Sonny, I'm in deep with the mob. Well, don't tell Mrs. Claus, but I've been a bad boy this year. I went to Atlantic City and I played table craps, and well, it wouldn't have been such an addiction for me if the craps table, it wasn't green and the dice weren't red, and it was so festive, and oh man, it hooked me the instant I walked up to the table. It was more than I could bear." So, "Santa, I didn't take you to be much of a gambler. My goodness, that is a strange thing for you to be doing. You're Santa Claus. You're the one that we're all supposed to be good for every year." And he said, "Well, it's gambling. It's a vice that even old Santa can't withstand." I said, "All right, well, sure hate to hear this, but yeah, I mean, I'll get you my piggy bank and I'll get the tree from you." Well, I walked to my bedroom and I picked up my piggy bank off the top of the dresser. Had to get a stool to reach it, being short and young and all that, but I got the piggy bank down and walked back to the front door, and Santa was nowhere to be seen. I said, "Where in the world did he go?" And the tree was sitting right there on the ground. It was laid over like he dropped it. But I walked around and didn't see him anywhere, and happened to look out in the street, and there was this long black sedan parked out in the cul-de-sac. So, is that what Santa drove? I expect him to be here in a sleigh. So I meandered over there to see if I could find him. Sure enough, Santa was over there. And there were these 3 goons, big burly guys that had him pinned up against the side of the car. And this other guy, big fat man, about 400 pounds, about 6.5 feet tall, standing there smoking a cigar. And he was listening to Santa moan and bellow and cry and beg for his life. And I walked up and I said, "Well, what's going on here?" And the big man that was standing there holding a cigar said, "This kid, it's none of your business. You run off now. Me and my boys, we got some talking to do with Santa Claus." I said, "Well, he just tried to sell me a Christmas tree. Does that have anything to do with it?" "Was Santa trying to sell you a Christmas tree? What happened to be that penny-ante threadbare tree we saw laying in the snow next to your front door, was it?" I said, "Yeah, he was going to sell it to me for $30, but I mean, I didn't have 30 because I'm just a 7-year-old kid, and he said that he was going to give it to me for whatever I had because he's in deep with the mob. Huh! Huh! Chris Kringle, you said you were going to sell this boy that penny third-man Christmas tree for $30? Oh, you're some kind of nut! Oh, Chris Kringle, more like Chris Criminal, all right, boys? I said, well, are you the mob that he's in deep with? Oh, well, I guess since you already know about all that, well, it wouldn't bother me to tell you. Yeah, kid, he owes me 50 large. He owed me 50 large out of Atlantic City when he was playing on my craps tables. Didn't have anything to back it up. He tried to get Rudolph to pay it off on while he ran out the front door, but no, Rudolph, he's a dear. He don't pay money. I said, well, this is unfortunate. I mean, how long of a time did you give him to be able to pay the debt off? Oh, I wanted it by Christmas Eve. Give me an early Christmas present. My money, which is mine, and not his. Okay. Well, Santa, do you happen to have $50,000 on you? Now, obviously, that's an idiotic question to be asking. There's no way that Santa would be trying to sell this thing to a 7-year-old boy for $30 and then coming down to $3.60 out of desperation if he'd had $50,000 in his back pocket. I'll spare you the rest of the details of the story because it's, obviously didn't go too well for Santa. After all, those mafia boys, they lit him up like a Christmas tree.